Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Devin Roy. For those of you that don't know, welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. And for those of you that have been sticking around for the past year and stuff and watching the videos, thank you so much for sticking around. And also welcome to the new viewers too if you're watching this. I just want to do a quick update on what's been going on lately. I still have the E46 Z3, though I'm just parked on the side right now, shop. Ready to get worked on. I'm just waiting on some few parts to come in for the E46. It needs a new head gasket and the head needs to be resurfaced and all that stuff. Only reason because the motor was just giving me some signs where I had a blown head gasket, and it just needs to be resurfaced. We did all the tests and stuff. Wasn't been driving as it's supposed to be. Every time I would drive it, it would just shut off on its own whenever I would just rev it or give it some gas. And, on the valve cover, notices some like brownish texture, and it was like some milky type stuff, and it was just actually coolant mixing with the oil. So we rise up the car, just pulled out the motor. For the time being, we drained out all the fluids and we pushed out the car just into a parking spot around the shop, just so it's parked there for now until it gets touched again. So now, right now I'm just collecting all the parts. I have that new head gasket and just got on loosen some bolts. It may sound easy as I'm describing it, but it's not. So I'm definitely gonna do a video on that process. It's just gonna be a whole video of me just gonna be disassembling the valve cover, disassembling the engine just to take out the head gasket, and then we'll put it back together at the end, hopefully, and we'll definitely be in another video 100%.
Why'd you do that?
It wasn't him?
Man,
I don't know what that. I wonder if that
was bottomed out.
it looks
Oh yeah, Mark.
That needs a drain plug.
Sir.
I think the train's coming up.
Muscle life.
Alright, we gotta find where we're going to be drained.
Definitely. Yeah, look.
so bad, bro. How long has that been? A
while, honestly.
Holy
almost
shit.
a year, to be honest.
I love that 3.8.
I don't know. Maybe a valve cover leaking up here? Yeah, the top right, left. Yeah, that's definitely leaking. Right there. Valve cover. Not gonna be the head. And that valve cover looks like it could be leaking too.
You did these valve covers?
I think it's supposed to be at an angle.
That looks good. But like, man, this fucking thing shakes, hey. His shifter shakes like a bitch.
We got plenty of meat.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Yeah, this fly was mad.
Bro, look at
the pressure plate.
Look at the fly.
How's the fly?
No heat.
Man.
No heat.
Wow.
I was like a staged one clutch.
No,
Or is it just a stock?
Yeah, it said OEM. It was a feed.
Anyways,
Where's the other one? Okay, so someone's already been in it.
if you have to break it in, you can break it in.
I have no problem with that. That's why we take it easy, huh? More.
In here before, cause that is clutch from the before.
Oh,
The owner before.
Your clutch didn't do any of that.
Wow.
that's yeah.
So it's been done
That
before.
means someone again went in, replaced the clutch, and didn't replace the throw bearing.
Yep.
And I'm here on another Ford.
Well, we're gonna do this again. Always gotta use bread. Bread is like the #1 hack to get this off. Had some automatic transmissions laying around that came with the Integra. One already had it in the car since it was an automatic, and the other one the owner threw in as a spare, but it turned out to be transmission, so it does not work at all anymore. So, but anyways, we still got it for a steal price. We took off the bolts off everything just so we can use them for any projects in the future, and about to take these to the dump and just, trash them since we don't need them anymore. Fluid's already leaked, and then just gotta dump all that fluid later on. I also just want to be able to get rid of this old ass gas tank. This gas tank came off from the E30. We were planning on reusing it, cleaning it up and stuff, but it's just too crusty and it's just not worth saving. Anyway, that's the gasing from the E30 off of this chassis. Pretty much everyone, you know, who's an E30 owner, they say just replace it. So eventually I'm just gonna throw this away and probably keep the hoses since we'll probably need them for sure, but the tank just needs to be thrown out. Saved at least 3 or still use them all eventually. However, if we end up using them and they're no good to us, we'll just throw them away. It's better than keeping them for now because you never know when we're ever going to need them, and better than spending $30 on those kind of lines, those kind of rubber hoses that we need. So head to the junkyard. We're off. Alright, so I lost the audio for some reason in this clip, but here we have is the RSX with a K24 A2 engine swapped in it, and this is Kyle's project, and it's been his, that we've been working on for the past year now, and it's just been a process and journey. We've been getting the engine bay cleaned up, as you see in the photos, and it's come a long way as we're looking back to this. And right now it's already up and running. It just needs a few more adjustments, such as it needs a new TPS sensor and a new thermostat housing. Oh my God. Alright, so not too long ago, but me and Kyle got our hands on a 2001 Acura Integra. Usually, I believe these cars come with a B18, B1 engine. They usually make around 140, or I think it's 195 horsepower on the stock. But alright, so we got done with the body work that the car needed so badly. And once we were done with that, we were able to convert along all the other parts that we need for this swap, especially if we're going to be switching, going from automatic to manual on a different motor. So we did that. We're still in the process of converting some things, but we also got the chance to, we're going to go ahead and clean the K20, the block and the transmission all nice and clean before we put it in the engine bay. And so we did that, and the results came out so nice. I'm so hyped for this, and I can't wait to see it all done at the end. We mainly just have to run these shifter cables through the interior, well, somewhere underneath, through the car. That way they can connect to the motor, to the transmission, and pretty much reinstall the shifter box where it will sit usually, where the automatic would. We pretty much just have to disassemble the heater core. So there's a heater core on the other side, which, you know, I can show you guys in a few, but then that's what we have to, you know, disassemble, rip out, so we can use that, you know, that path to go through to the transmission. All right, so in order to do that, we have to remove the dash. So I already got a head start removing it, and just I already got the sides off. I gotta start taking off the bottom ones, you know, underneath the glove compartment, and I gotta take off the ones over here as well. But anyways, here I go. Gotta take out these 3 bolts that go across, and these are 10s, and I have what's it called, I got 12s in the back that I also need to remove. Alright, so once that's all removed, I pretty much just have to loosen the bolts on the cluster, and I think that should be it. It should be ready to come out. But yeah, well, here we go. Like this, it is a relief. I mean, once you get past through that, it's a lot easier. So the only reason why we had to rip off the dash is because we needed to delete the heater core, which is below where you see these 2 lines. Since like this car was an automatic, we ripped off, you know, the transmission, off the motor, and then all of the automatic shifter and pieces that were around here. We just needed to take apart the dash just to run those lines, like I said, and then we're gonna, I don't know, we original center console. Still, you know, we're gonna make it work with the shifter box. So shifter box is already nut and bolted, so we ain't going anywhere. All we gotta do is just obviously just adjust those lines where they need to run to the engine bay, and from there we can start, you know, reconnecting everything. We still gotta do the conversion. We gotta convert the harness that we have. So me and Kyle are gonna get that moving sometime this week. That's pretty much all what we have done so far to the Integra, and it's coming along pretty good. And you know, it's getting around this time. We're so close to getting this done. We have everything, we just got to put it all together. So connecting all the harnesses together, convert them. So it's gonna be a lot of cutting and wiring and all that stuff to convert to work for this car with this with the K20 that we have in. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll definitely give you guys more update on this build. And yeah, honestly, at the very end of the day, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a lot cleaner than this. Hey guys, so thanks for sticking around. Before I close out this video, I definitely want to show you guys on some things that what I've been receiving in the mail. It's just parts that I've been waiting on to come in to my doorstep, just so I can get going with the N54 engine rebuilt soon. Almost there. Just got to get some things out of the way, out of the shop, like the Integra, and obviously with Kyle's RSX, you know, just getting some work done on those. I definitely want to get as much work done on those 2 cars just until we start working on the E46. That way we can clear up more room. But then again, I have everything here for the N54. A lot of these parts came from Amazon and FCP Euro. FCP Euros has always been a cool company where they, you know, give you all the spare parts that you need, especially if it's like OEM, like head gaskets, bolts, and stuff for all European cars. They always come in clutch for that. So I'm gonna definitely do an unboxing in the next video once we get close to the deadline, when we will, you know, take apart the engine and, you know, get it all prepped, you know, before we take out, you know, the head gasket, and we'll put all the new parts on once we put it all together in a different one. So make sure you guys sticking around again. If you haven't already, definitely like, comment, subscribe, and check out for more content on my Instagram. My handle is below in the description. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.